Anthony Davis was drafted to save New Orleans, won a championship in LA, and became one of the greatest big men of his generation. But what if his career went in reverse? Today, I'm rewriting history. AD will start his journey in Dallas, learning under Dirk Nowitzki. After one season, he'll be traded to the Lakers, while he'll team up with the aging Kobe Bryant, trying to bring LA back to glory. And finally, he'll return to New Orleans, not as a young star, but as a seasoned veteran, looking to leave one last mark on the franchise that originally drafted him. Can he still become an all-time great? Let's find out. It's the 2012-13 season. LeBron and the Heat are coming off their first championship. Kobe is battling to keep the Lakers relevant, and a young Anthony Davis has just been drafted, but not to New Orleans. Instead, he's joining the Dallas Mavericks, where he'll spend his rookie year learning from one of the greatest power forwards of all time, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk is coming off a decade of dominance, leading the Mavs to a championship just 2 years ago. Now, as his career starts winding down, the question is, can AD soak up the knowledge from a legend and set the foundation for his own greatness? It's time to find out as we sim year number 1. AD's rookie season is officially in the books, and he wasted no time making an impact. The Mavericks finished with an impressive 51-31 record, securing the second seed in the Western Conference. And while AD didn't take home the Rookie of the Year, losing it out to Bradley Beal, he still earned a spot on the All-Rookie First Team, proving he belongs among the league's brightest young stars, having averages of 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 2 blocks off the bench. But now the real test begins. The regular season was one thing, but can AD rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest? It's time for his first playoff run, and with a team this good, Dallas isn't looking just to make noise. They are chasing championships. Anthony Davis's first playoff run started off strong as the Mavericks took down the Kings in the first round. But in the second round, they ran into the Spurs championship pedigree. Tim Duncan and company proved too much, ending Dallas's season in 6 games. And just like that, AD's time in Dallas was over, which now means that Anthony Davis will be moving on to his next team, where he will be joining the LA Lakers to team up with the Mamba Kobe Bryant. AD isn't just stepping into any situation, he's joining a franchise built on winning with 2 legends to learn from. Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest competitors in NBA history, and Pau Gasol, a Hall of Fame big man with championship experience. And now AD's mentors. This is the perfect environment for Davis to take his game to the next level. But with the Lakers looking to get back into contention, the pressure is on. Can AD live up to the moment? Let's see how year 2 plays out. Anthony Davis wasted no time making an impact in LA. With guidance from Kobe and Pau, he took a massive leap in his second season, earning All-NBA second team honors, having averages of 17.5 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. The Lakers dominated the regular season, finishing with a record of 57-25, good enough for the top seed in the West. But regular season success is just the beginning. Now the real test begins. With AD emerging as a star, can he help the Lakers on a deep playoff run? Let's find out. The Lakers handled business in the first round, but the run came to a screeching halt in the second, as KD and Russ were too much to handle, sending LA home in just 5 games. Despite the tough exit, this season proved one thing: Anthony Davis is on the rise. But LA doesn't settle for early playoff exits. Year 3 is coming, and expectations are only getting bigger. Year 3 was a roller coaster. On one hand, Anthony Davis took another massive leap, winning his first DPOY and earning All-NBA First Team honors, as he had averages of 21 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Despite his individual dominance, the Lakers took a huge step back, finishing as the 12th seed as they missed out on the playoffs entirely, only having a record of 34-48. For AD, this was a defining moment. He solidified himself as a superstar. But could the Lakers build a winning team around him? With pressure mounting, year 4 is going to be crucial. Anthony Davis just keeps getting better. Year 4 saw him take home his second straight Defensive Player of the Year, while securing another All-NBA First Team selection, as he had averages of 21.5 points, 14.5 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And this time, the Lakers bounced back. After last season's disappointment, they fought their way into the playoffs as the 6th seed with a record of 43-39. It wasn't a dominant year, but with AD at his peak, anything is possible. Could he lead LA to a deep postseason run? Let's find out. AD and the Lakers fought their way back into the playoffs, but their run was short-lived. In a full circle moment, AD's former team, the Dallas Mavericks, sent them home in 6 games. But for the Lakers, first-round exits are not good enough. With AD in his prime, the pressure was only building. What will we have in store for year number 5? Year 5 saw Anthony Davis continue his dominance, putting up career high in points as he had averages of 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks, while earning another All-NBA selection, this time on the second team. LA finished with a similar record to last season, securing the 6th seed with a record at 44 and 38. AD was playing the best basketball of his career, but could it finally translate to playoff success? Let's find out. Another year and another heartbreaking first-round exit. This time it was Russ and the OKC Thunder who ended the Lakers season in a hard-fought 7-game series. Despite his individual success, the Lakers still couldn't break through in the playoffs. With each early exit, the pressure to contend only grew stronger. Will year 6 finally be the turning point? AD just had the best season of his career, back on the All-NBA first team and setting career highs across the board. AD was proving he was one of the best players of the league and probably should have been the MVP, as he had averages of 27 points, 14 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. But this time, he wasn't alone. With a young, talented core featuring Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, the Lakers were finally starting to look like a real contender, finishing as the 5th seed with a record of 46 and 36. Is this the year that LA can finally break through? Let's find out. Another season and another first-round exit. This time, the Lakers fall to the Memphis Grizzlies, ending their playoff run before it even started. At this point, it's becoming a pattern. Anthony Davis is dominating the regular season, racking up awards and putting up career numbers. But when the playoffs roll around, the results just aren't there. Is it bad luck, a lack of help, or is AD simply not built for the postseason? With another disappointing exit, that conversation is starting to become impossible to ignore. It's the 2018-19 season and everything has changed. This is officially AD's final year as a Laker, but before he moves on to his next chapter, he's got one last chance to turn things around. The Lakers have just landed LeBron James, giving AD the best teammate he's ever had. After years of early playoff exits, this is his golden opportunity to silence the doubters and prove he can perform when it matters most. With LeBron by his side, can AD finally lead the Lakers to a deep playoff run, or will this be another disappointment before he moves on to his final destination? Anthony Davis just had the season of his life. In his final year with the Lakers, he takes home his very first MVP, as he had averages of 26.5 points, 12 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 2.5 blocks. And with LeBron James by his side, the Lakers finally look like a true powerhouse, finishing as the 1st seed in the West with a dominating 63-19 record. Everything seems to be falling into place, but regular season success has never been the issue. Can AD finally carry his momentum into the playoffs and silence the critics once and for all? Man. Even after an MVP season and the 1st seed finish, Anthony Davis and the Lakers still fall short. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs who end their run in the 2nd round, keeping AD from reaching his first finals. And just like that, his time in Los Angeles is over. 6 seasons, multiple awards, but no championships. Now he heads to New Orleans for the final chapter of his career. Can he find redemption and finally break through? Let's find out. AD is entering the final chapter of his career, and he's doing it with a fresh start in New Orleans. But this just isn't any team. This Pelican squad is loaded with young talent and ready to make some noise. AD is now teaming up with a rookie Zion Williamson, a generational prospect with sky-high potential. He's also reuniting with former Laker teammates Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball. And with a veteran in Drew Holiday running the backcourt, this might be the most balanced roster AD has ever played on. With all the pieces in place, the question is, can Anthony Davis finally lead a team to championship glory? AD's first year in New Orleans couldn't have gone much better. He continued his dominance, earning another All-NBA 2nd team selection, while having averages of 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And as a team, the Pelicans took the league by storm. Behind AD's leadership, Zion's impact as a rookie, and a well-balanced squad, they finished as the 1st seed in the West with an impressive record of 63 23-19. But as we've seen before, regular season success is one thing. Can AD finally translate this into a deep playoff run? At this point, it's undeniable. Anthony Davis just isn't built for the playoffs. After a dominant regular season where the Pelicans finished as the first seed, everything came crashing down in the postseason. Karl Anthony Towns and the Timberwolves made quick work of New Orleans, sweeping AD and sending him home in the first round. Year after year, the story stays the same. Regular season dominance, individual accolades, but when it matters most, nothing. With time running out on his career, the question isn't just if AD can win a championship, it's if he'll ever make the finals. AD is doing everything in his power to change the narrative. In just his second season with the Pelicans, he's taken home his second MVP, as he had averages of 22.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 3 blocks. And this time, New Orleans was even better. The Pelicans tore through the regular season, finishing with a league best 68-14 record. On paper, this team looks unstoppable, but we've been here before. AD dominated the regular season year after year, only to fall apart when it matters most. So the question remains, is this finally the year that AD can prove all the doubters wrong? AD came closer than ever to silencing the doubters. After another MVP season, the Pelicans finally broke their first round curse and made a deep playoff run. AD led the Pelicans all the way to the Western Conference Finals, just one step away from the NBA Finals. But once again, it wasn't enough. In a grueling 7-game battle, the OKC Thunder ended the Pelicans' dream season, leaving AD just short of the ultimate stage. This was progress, but at this stage in his career, close just isn't good enough. With time running out, will AD ever get over the hump? And after 18 years pro, at the age of 37, Anthony Davis has officially retired. AD was a 2-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA player, 9-time All-Defensive player, and a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. AD finished 23rd with the most points scored all time with 28,200, 13th with the most rebounds all time with 15,400, 5th with the most blocks all time with 3,100. Got his jersey retired as a member of the Lakers and the Pelicans, and of course, he ended up making it into the Hall of Fame. AD was just not able to get over the hump and win that NBA Finals, and in his last couple years in New Orleans, he never even made it past the second round, so I figured it wasn't even worth showing you guys. In comparison to his career now, I'm not sure if his career is better or worse, because in real life, yes, he did win a championship, but he also wasn't a multiple-time MVP nor a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. So in this world, AD definitely had more personal accolades. He just couldn't get that ultimate goal, which was the championship. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment down below which scenario you want to see resimulated next.